In this video, I'll show you how to invest in the stock market as a beginner in Australia this year, starting with just $500. Spoiler alert, it's not that complicated. Anyone with a bit of money and a smartphone can get started today in just a few minutes. And with enough time and consistency, you can turn this $500 to over $1 million. Let me show you how. Step 1. Understand the basics of stock market investing. The stock market can seem complicated, but it's actually quite simple to understand. Now, I could spend 3 hours explaining the stock market in detail, but really, as a beginner, you only need to know these following things. Let's begin with, what is the stock market? The stock market is a place where people can buy and sell shares of companies. When you buy a share, you own a piece of that business. Here's a simple example. Think of a box of chocolate as a company. Each piece of chocolate represents one share of the company. If there are 100 pieces of chocolate in the box, each piece represents 1% of the company. If you buy 10 pieces or shares, you own 10% of the company. If the price of these chocolates increase, your 10 shares become more valuable. How do stocks make money? There are two main ways to make money with stocks. 1. Capital appreciation. This happens when your share price increases in value. For example, if you buy 10 shares of company A at $100 each, that is worth $1,000 in total. And if the price increases to $150 per share 1 year later, your investment is now worth $1,500, giving you a $500 profit if you sell. We'll discuss taxes later in the video. And the second way stocks make money is through dividends. Some profitable companies share their earnings with shareholders through dividend payments. While companies are required by law to pay dividends, established companies often use them to attract investors looking for regular income. Is the stock market risky? Of course! Investing in any assets comes with risk, and the stock market is no exception. So yes, the stock market is risky, especially in the short term. Many factors influence whether the company's share price rises or falls. You can reduce risk by researching a company's financials and checking their balance sheet. If you want to learn how to do this, I have a detailed video about this that I'll link down below. Even with thorough research, some factors affecting share prices are beyond your control. Investing in just one company is particularly risky. If that company fails, you could lose everything. That's why many new investors choose to diversify by investing in index funds or ETFs. An ETF is a collection of many companies bundled into a single stock, which you can buy just like any other stock on the exchange. Most beginners start with ETFs that track a major index like the Australian, US, or global stock markets. The overall stock market has averaged 8 to 10% returns per year for the past 100 years. Instead of trying to beat the market by picking individual companies, you could simply invest in the entire market to get these average returns. If you want to know more about different types of ETFs available on the ASX, I have linked the video down below which you can check out. Why should you invest? There is a very simple reason, and it's called inflation. Inflation is the rate at which the general cost of goods and services increases over time. Have you noticed how much more expensive groceries are today compared to 10 years ago? That's inflation doing its thing. A lot of people keep all their money in the bank, which is slowly losing its value over time. The easiest way to combat inflation is to invest your money so that over the long term, it outpaces inflation and even enhances your purchasing power in the future. The stock market is unpredictable in the short term, but usually does well over the long period of time. Historical data shows the Australian and US stock markets have consistently gone up in the long term. For example, this Vanguard article states that the Australian stock market has averaged a 9.1% annual return over the last 30 years, and the US market averaged 11.1% per year over the same period. While future performance is not guaranteed, these historical trends offer a degree of assurance. What's the difference between a share and a stock? This is a very common question, which I'll now explain to you. A share refers to the individual units of ownership in a specific company. For example, you would say, I have 100 shares of Woolworths. Stocks are a broader term that represent ownership in one or more companies. For example, if you own multiple stocks, it could mean you have ownership in multiple companies, like 100 shares of Woolworths, 50 shares of Apple, and 20 shares of Tesla. Step 2. Set your financial goals and strategy. Firstly, you need a financial goal. Ask yourself why you're investing. Do you want to achieve FIRE and retire early? Is it for long-term wealth building? Or do you only want to make short-term trades? Once you've decided your goal, determine how much you can afford to invest. I would recommend you create a budget of your monthly income. A popular guideline you could follow is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to essentials like housing, groceries, and utilities. 30% goes to discretionary spending, which are things you don't need but that makes your life more comfortable, such as streaming subscriptions, eating out, nice clothes, and entertainment. And the remaining 20% goes to savings and investments. If you're feeling ambitious or want to retire earlier, you can adjust these percentages to invest more. You could cut expenses by moving to a cheaper place or eating out less. Or you could boost your income through a higher paying job or side hustle. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Everything takes sacrifice. You can customize it to your own personal circumstance. Next, you need to determine your investing strategy. Will you start with safer ETFs or take a more aggressive approach with individual companies? For beginners, I recommend starting with ETFs while learning how to research individual companies if that's what you're interested in. If you choose to invest in ETFs, you need to think long-term. We're talking 10, 20, 30 plus years. This gives your money enough time to weather the stock market's ups and downs. Investing can be emotional since you'll see your share prices fluctuate every day. Without the right strategy, you might panic when your shares are in the red and be tempted to sell everything. That's not smart investing. Instead, you can choose to adopt the dollar cost average strategy. Dollar cost averaging means investing a fixed amount regularly, regardless of share price, to reduce the impact of market fluctuations. There's a popular saying in the investing world, time in the market beats timing the market. This strategy removes emotion from investing by eliminating the need to time your investments perfectly. For example, you can invest $500 on the first of every month into your chosen ETF, regardless of the share price at the time. If your ETF is at $100 per share, you buy. If it's at $80, you buy. And if it's at $120, guess what? You buy. You're not trying to beat the market, you're aiming to get the market's average return over time. As we saw earlier, historically, both the Australian and US stock market has returned 8 to 11% average over the long term. To demonstrate the power of investing over the long term, let's look at this compound interest calculator. If you make an initial investment of $500 today and continue to invest $500 every month for the next 30 years, assuming an average annual return of 10%, your portfolio will grow to over $1 million. And here's what's fascinating. Only $180,000 of this will come from your contributions. The rest is the stock market's return over 30 years. Of course, this is a simplified example that doesn't account for taxes and inflation, and I already know some people in the comments will point out other factors I didn't mention. However, I'm just showing you a high-level summary of what's possible when you stay consistent and keep things simple as a beginner. I'll leave a link down below to this calculator. Feel free to experiment with different numbers and adjust them to your own circumstances. Perhaps you can afford more than $500 per month and reach $1 million sooner. Or you may only have enough to invest $200 per month. That's okay. We all start from different positions in life. Please focus on your own journey and run your own race. What matters most is that you begin investing for your future. By sticking to your investment plan and staying consistent, you'll allow your investments to compound over time and reach your financial goal. Step 3. Choose a reliable online broker. An online broker is a platform where you can buy and sell shares. Since we are in Australia, we need to sign up to an Australian online broker to buy shares on the Australian Securities Exchange, or ASX for short. In Australia, we have a good selection of online brokers to choose from. I would encourage you to do your own research to find one that best matches your specific needs, since each broker provides slightly different features and services. Right now, I'm personally using Moomoo because it ticks off all the things I look for in a good online broker. 1. Fees. You will have to pay a brokerage fee every time you buy or sell a stock. Moomoo charges just $3 per trade for Australian stocks and 99 cents for US stocks, which is one of the lowest fees in Australia. 2. Chess sponsorship. Please note, not all brokers offer chess sponsorship. With a chess-sponsored broker like Moomoo, your shares are registered directly under your name on the ASX. This provides better security if the broker goes out of business in the future. Non-chess sponsored brokers use a custodial model, meaning they hold the shares on your behalf. So it can get a little bit messy if they go out of business. 3. Ease of use. You want a simple, user-friendly platform that won't create barriers to investing. Moomoo's platform is simple and easy to use. You can open an account today and start investing within minutes. They've recently added an auto-invest feature that lets you set up recurring investments every fortnight or month. Very few brokers in Australia offer this. This is ideal for beginners who want a dollar cost average, as you can set it up once and let Moomoo automatically invest for you in the background. This will save you a lot of time and emotional stress as a beginner. 4. Access to the US market. While this is not essential, since you can invest in US companies through ASX listed ETFs, having direct access to the US market in the same app is very convenient. You can choose to invest directly into popular companies like Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia. I personally invest in US stocks along with my ETFs to balance my portfolio, so it's great that Moomoo allows me to do everything in one app. 5. Research functions. Having good research tools built into your trading platform saves time and eliminates the need for multiple apps. The Moomoo app offers some of the best research features in Australia, including an ETF screener that helps you find ETFs matching your criteria. While I encourage you to research different brokers, Moomoo is worth considering as it excels in all these areas and more. And of course, since you are my audience, there are some special sign-up bonuses for you. If you sign up to Moomoo using the link in the description, you'll receive up to 10 free random stocks when you make a qualified deposit. You'll also get over $5,000 of brokerage free cards for 30 days, saving you up to $2,000 AUD plus $2,000 USD in brokerage fees. It essentially means you get free brokerage fees for a month. The Moomoo app also includes premium research tools, auto-invest feature, and comprehensive learning guides on stock market investing. This is perfect for beginners wanting to start their investing journey this year without paying high fees. Please note, terms and conditions do apply, so make sure you read them before proceeding. And I'm not sure how long this offer will last, so if you're interested, use the link down below to sign up and claim all the free rewards on screen. And if you don't like it, hey, no worries, at least you got some free stuff. And if you're watching this video in the future, this offer may no longer be valid, so I'll leave a link down below to the best current offer. And the sign-up process itself only takes a few minutes, then you can start investing immediately. Enjoy. Step 4. Buy your first stock. I know it can be very intimidating to buy your first stock, so I'll walk you through it. Once you sign up with Moomoo or any other online brokers, you can buy your first stock. Many people think this is complicated, but it's actually quite simple. Let me show you how easy it is. I'll use that Moomoo app as an example. So let's open it up. First, we need to deposit money into your account. Click the Accounts tab and ensure you're in the right account. You should see AU Chess highlighted next to it on screen. Click this area to bring up your account details. Select transfers, then click deposits. Again, make sure you select the account with AU Chest next to it. You can fund your account through PayID, which is my preferred method since it's fast, safe, and reliable. Alternatively, you can choose to transfer through BSB and account number. So go ahead and transfer some money into your account. For first-time users, transfers may take up to 3 days, although sometimes it's a bit faster depending on your bank. So as an example, I've transferred $1,000 into my account. So once you see your money hit your account, click the Market tab. Click this search area. Let's say, for example, you want to buy shares in VAS, which is a popular ETF that tracks the top 300 Australian companies. Type in VAS, and there it is. Let's select it. So this is VAS and all the information available to you. I would encourage you to familiarize yourself with this page if this is your first time. Once you're ready, click the trade button, then click buy. They might ask you to enter a passcode or use Face ID to unlock the trading function. Now there are 2 ways to buy shares. The simplest way is by market order. This means you let Moomoo buy at the best available market price for you at the time. Right now, VAS is trading at around $103 per share. Let's set the quantity to 5 shares. I've chosen this amount because there is an ASX rule that requires your first investment of any stock with a CHESS-sponsored broker to be at least $500. This is why I mentioned $500 at the start of the video. This applies to every ASX listed stock for first-time purchases. After that, you can buy smaller amounts of the same stock. So it can be as small as you want as long as it's a whole share. Please note the ASX does not offer fractional shares, so you always have to buy to the nearest whole share. So moving on, you can see the trade amount is more than $500. The time and force setting determines how long your order remains valid. Let's just keep it as day for now. You're now ready to proceed. Click the buy tab and a final order detail page will appear. This is your last chance to review everything. If you're satisfied, click confirm. Since this is a market order and the ASX is currently open right now, the order will go through instantly. Congratulations, you just bought your first shares. By the way, the ASX is only open at these times during the weekday. So you can only do market orders when the ASX is open. Now let me show you the second way to buy, which is with a limit order. A limit order lets you set your preferred purchase price. For example, say you only want to pay $100 per share of VAS. Change the order type to limit. Let's set the price to $100. Again, you'll need 5 shares to meet the $500 minimum for the first purchase of this stock. Since VAS is unlikely to drop to $100 in a single day, you can set the time in force for up to 90 days or a specific date within that period. For this example, we'll just leave it as day. Let's click buy. Again, you'll see the order details. After double checking everything and confirming you're happy with it, click confirm. Your order will execute automatically if VAS drops to $100 or less. It's as easy as that. Step 5. Understand taxes. There are 2 main types of tax you need to be aware of when investing in stocks in Australia. The first is capital gains tax. This is the tax you pay on your profits from selling shares. For example, if you bought 10 shares of VAS for $100 per share and sold them all at $110 each within a year, you'll pay capital gains tax on your $100 profit. This $100 gets added to your total taxable income, which includes your salary, any bank interest you receive, and other income sources. You'll be taxed at your current tax rate, which ranges from 16% to 47%. You also need to take into account Medicare levy. If you want to learn more about how to calculate your current tax rate, I have linked the video down below. If you hold your shares for 12 months or longer, you'll get a capital gains discount of 50% of your total profit. So in this example, since your profit is $100, with the 50% discount, you only have to pay tax on half, which is $50. So you might be wondering, what if you sold your shares for a loss? Well, let's say you sell all your shares at $90 per share and make a $100 loss. You can offset this loss against your current capital gains. For example, you make $200 profit by selling stock A, but make a $150 loss on stock B. You'll only need to pay tax on the $50 difference. Please note, you can't use capital losses to reduce your normal taxable income. These losses can only offset current or future capital gains. If you don't have capital gains this year, you can carry the losses forward. This is known as carry forward losses. The second type of tax you pay is on dividends. In Australia, you must pay tax on all income, including dividends. So if your shares paid you $50 in dividends for the year, you must declare it. Even if you use a dividend reinvestment plan to automatically reinvest your dividends, you will still need to pay tax on them. Your total dividends received will be added to your taxable income and taxed at your current rate. So it is important to plan ahead. If you expect to pay additional taxes, set aside money throughout the year to cover these payments so you don't get caught out later on. So to summarize, investing in the stock market can be as complex or as simple as you choose to make it. While there are many advanced strategies and techniques available, you don't need to overcomplicate things to be successful. Personally, I prefer to keep things simple by using the simple yet proven method of dollar cost averaging into my favorite ETFs for the long term. This approach removes the emotional aspect of investing and allows you to build wealth steadily over time without getting caught up in market timing or complex trading strategies. And remember, there's no minimum amount you need to get started on your investment journey. Well, maybe except for the $500 upfront. But after that, whether you can only spare $100 each month, or $1,000, or $10,000, don't worry about it. The most important thing is that you take that first step and remain consistent over the long term. This is the key to building long-term wealth and financial security for your future self. And quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this video is not financial advice. All the examples and information in this video is for educational purposes only. Please do your own research before investing in anything. If you'd like financial advice on your personal situation, then please go see a professional. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and got this far, comment the words "I'm gonna invest this year" down below to keep yourself accountable and so I know who you are. And if you're new around here, what are you waiting for, mate? Hit that subscribe button and join this awesome community of like-minded people. Also, please consider signing up to my free newsletter, Aussie Money Club, where once a week I'll send you some money tips, major news in the market, or any cool life updates from me. And if you're interested to learn more about how to invest in ETFs this year, check out this video on screen where I'll show you a more in-depth guide on the whole process and how easy it is to set up. And as always, thank you for watching, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.